The first thing you hear is silence. Then 3 knocks hit your door. You freeze beside the kitchen sink. Nobody knocks like that anymore. Your phone vibrates against the counter. One message contains only 4 words. They know about the shipment. You read it twice without blinking. Then the lights outside disappear. Someone has parked beneath your window. You slowly step away from the glass. This is not your first warning, but it might be your last. 10 years earlier, you needed $40. Your mother needed groceries that night. Your rent was already overdue. Your cousin offered you easy money. He said it was temporary. Everybody says that at the beginning. You believe him because you need money. You are 17 years old, and this is where everything changes. Level 1, the lookout. Your first job is watching. You stand beneath a broken streetlight. Your hands disappear inside your hoodie. Your phone stays hidden in your pocket. You have one simple instruction. Watch the corner. Say nothing. Move if something feels wrong. You don't even touch anything. That's what makes it feel harmless. For 4 hours, nothing happens. Cars pass without slowing down. People walk home from work. A bus groans around the corner. You start wondering why you're nervous. Then headlights turn toward you. Your stomach suddenly drops. The car slows beside the curb. You recognize nobody inside. You stare at the windshield. Nobody gets out. The car drives away. You realize you've stopped breathing. Someone laughs behind the building. You spin around immediately. It's only another teenager. He laughs because you're scared. You pretend you're not. Your first night pays $40. You stare at the bills afterward. $40 never looked this important. You hide them beneath your mattress. Your mother finds nothing. The next night you return. Then the night after that. Soon, the corner becomes familiar. You know every parked car. You recognize every regular face. You learn who asks questions. You learn who never does. You learn that silence has value. 3 months pass almost unnoticed. Your grades begin falling. Your friends stop inviting you out. Your mother asks where you go. You tell her you're working. She believes you. That makes the lie worse. One rainy night, everything changes. A police cruiser turns onto your block. The driver slows beside you. You suddenly hear your own heartbeat. Your phone vibrates once. The message says only one word: run. You don't ask why. You run. You reach home soaked and shaking. The next morning, nobody explains anything. Nobody needs to. You understand the message. You are no longer just watching. Level 2, the runner. Now you carry things. Nobody tells you everything inside. You're only given a destination, and a time, and sometimes a name. You walk 3 blocks, then 4, then 6. Your heart pounds every time. You start checking behind yourself. You stop trusting unfamiliar cars. Every stranger suddenly looks dangerous. The money gets better. So does the pressure. You make more in one evening than your mother makes in several days. You buy groceries for the apartment. She asks where the money came from. You repeat the same lie. She doesn't answer. She simply looks at you. That look stays with you. You become faster. You become quieter. You become harder to recognize. Your childhood disappears without permission. One afternoon, your friend Marcus joins you. He wants the same money. You tell him it's easy. You don't tell him everything, because you don't know everything. A week later, Marcus disappears. Nobody talks about it. His mother keeps calling people. Nobody answers. You stop asking questions. That is your first real promotion. Not the money, the silence. You now understand something important. Everybody knows something. Nobody knows everything. And that's how the machine survives. Level 3, the street dealer. You finally meet customers directly. They recognize you now. Some greet you by nickname. Others never look at your face. You stand outside for hours. Rain doesn't matter anymore. Cold doesn't matter anymore. Hunger barely matters. The money matters. You start buying expensive clothes. New shoes appear every month. Your old friends notice immediately. They ask what happened. You say you've been lucky. They laugh. You laugh too. But nobody believes it. Your apartment changes slowly. New television, new phone, new furniture. Yet your name isn't attached anywhere. You cannot explain where it came from. One night, a customer gets angry. He says something is missing. You know it isn't. He doesn't care. His voice gets louder. People nearby begin watching. Your hands start trembling. Then someone steps between you. The argument ends immediately. You realize something terrifying. You needed protection, and protection always has a price. Your money keeps increasing. So does your paranoia. You stop sleeping deeply. Every knock wakes you. Every siren gets your attention. Every unknown number feels dangerous. Then, one morning, school calls your mother. You haven't attended in weeks. She sits across from you. She doesn't yell. She simply asks one question. What are you becoming? You have no answer. Level 4. The supplier's trusted man. You're no longer standing outside. Now people come to you. You have younger people working underneath. They wait for your instructions. You suddenly have responsibility. You also have people depending on you. Your earnings become much larger. Your risks become larger too. You start keeping records, not because you're organized, because mistakes are expensive. One missing package creates panic. One missing payment creates suspicion. One frightened person creates problems. You begin measuring everyone differently. Who is reliable? Who is desperate? Who talks too much? Who disappears when things get difficult? You hate that you're learning this, but you're good at it. That's the dangerous part. You are good at it. Your boss notices. He invites you inside. For the first time, you see the operation. Phones everywhere. People speaking quietly. Doors constantly opening. Money being counted. Nobody celebrates. Everyone looks tired. You expected powerful people to look confident. They don't. They look exhausted. One man hasn't slept properly in days. Another keeps checking the window. A third refuses to use his real name. You suddenly understand. The higher you climb, the less freedom you actually have. Your boss gives you more responsibility. You mistake it for trust. It is actually exposure. Level 5. The crew leader. Now you have people under you. You have several locations to manage. You rarely touch anything yourself. Your job becomes people, schedules, money, problems, excuses. You solve arguments before they grow. You replace people before they become liabilities. You learn that loyalty has limits. Everyone has a breaking point. You begin carrying 2 phones. One stays powered off, one stays beside you. Neither makes you feel safe. Your apartment becomes nicer. Your windows become darker. You stop posting photographs. You stop telling people where you are. You stop trusting restaurants. You stop sitting with your back exposed. The money is finally serious, but spending it becomes difficult. Banks ask questions. Landlords ask questions. Businesses ask questions. Everybody wants paperwork. Your money has none. You start realizing something. Cash is not the same as wealth. You can buy almost anything, but you cannot easily explain anything. Then one of your men gets arrested. He has been questioned for hours. You receive one message. He asked for a lawyer. You stare at the screen. You know what comes next. Everyone starts blaming everyone. Your crew becomes nervous. People stop answering immediately. The operation slows down. You realize your biggest enemy isn't police. It's fear. Fear spreads faster than money, and you can't control it. Level 6. The regional boss. You're now responsible for entire areas. You rarely see street-level workers. You see numbers instead. Reports arrive constantly. Money moves through different hands. Problems move even faster. You have people you've never met, working for people you barely know. That distance makes everything feel safer, until something goes wrong. A shipment disappears. Nobody knows exactly why. 3 people give different stories. You immediately distrust all 3. Your boss demands an explanation. You don't have one. For the first time, your position feels fragile. You spend the night making calls. By sunrise, nothing is fixed. You realize the operation isn't a machine. It's thousands of frightened people, and frightened people make mistakes. A week later, someone betrays you. Not for money, for protection. That's when you understand the real hierarchy. Everyone above you fears losing power. Everyone below you fears being abandoned. And everyone is replaceable, even you. Your lifestyle becomes increasingly isolated. You have expensive cars. You barely drive them. You have beautiful apartments. You rarely sleep there. You have money everywhere. You still feel broke because you cannot buy certainty. At 6 in the morning, your lawyer calls unexpectedly. He tells you to turn on the news. You already know something happened. A major arrest dominates every channel. Your organization is mentioned indirectly. No names yet, but everyone knows. The walls are closing in. Level 7. The organization boss. You have reached the top. At least that's what you think. People call you powerful. People call you untouchable. People call you important. None of those words feel real. You spend most days indoors. Your curtains stay closed. Visitors are searched before entering. Phones are left outside rooms. Conversations happen quietly. You have security everywhere, yet you trust almost nobody. Your closest associate knows too much. Your accountant knows too much. Your lawyer knows too much. Your enemies know enough. You begin wondering who would betray you first. Then the answer arrives. Your accountant disappears. No explanation, no warning, no goodbye. His office is empty. His phone is disconnected. You immediately understand. Someone is talking. The organization starts collapsing inward. People stop answering calls. Money stops arriving. Routes suddenly become unavailable. Your own employees become frightened. You realize your empire has one weakness. It depends on people, and people eventually break. Then your lawyer arrives. He doesn't sit down. He simply places a newspaper down. Your photograph is on the front page. Not your name, just your photograph. Your world becomes silent. You ask how much they know. He doesn't answer immediately. Then he says something worse. Enough. That single word changes everything. You look around your office. The expensive furniture, the locked cabinets, the paintings, the money. Suddenly, none of it matters, because you finally understand the price. You didn't build an empire, you built a cage. Level 8, the kingpin. You wake up before sunrise. You haven't slept properly in weeks. Your security team waits downstairs. Nobody smiles anymore. You receive information through intermediaries. You trust almost nothing. Every decision carries consequences. Every mistake reaches someone else. Then, your phone rings. The number is unfamiliar. You answer anyway. Nobody speaks for several seconds. Then a voice says your name. Not your street name, your real name. Your stomach drops. The caller knows where you live. He knows your family. He knows your history. He knows exactly what scares you. You hang up immediately. 10 minutes later, your lights go out. The entire building goes dark. Your security team rushes upstairs. You hear movement outside. Then silence. Then 3 knocks. The same 3 knocks from years ago. You remember being 17. You remember $40. You remember your mother counting groceries. You remember thinking this would be temporary. Now you stand inside a mansion, surrounded by millions of dollars, and you're more frightened than ever. You tell everyone to stay back. The door opens slowly. Nobody is there. Only an envelope lies outside. Inside is one photograph. Your family leaving home, taken that morning. You finally understand. The people beneath you aren't your only weakness. Your family is. You immediately make arrangements. They leave the city. No explanations. No goodbyes. You watch their car disappear. For the first time, your money feels completely useless. You have everything except peace. And peace was the only thing you never thought to buy. 6 months later, everything collapses. Your accountant cooperates. Your associate cooperates. Your driver cooperates. Then someone inside your security team cooperates. Your name becomes public. Your photograph appears everywhere. The organization disappears almost overnight. Money gets seized. Properties get frozen, cars get taken. People you once commanded become witnesses. You leave through a back entrance. No guards, no assistants, no expensive watch, just one small bag. You reach the street alone. For the first time in years, nobody is waiting for instructions. Nobody asks what to do. Nobody follows you. You are completely free and completely lost. 6 weeks later, they find you. There is no dramatic chase, no movie ending, just a quiet knock. You open the door. 2 agents stand outside. They say your name. You don't fight. You already know how this ends. The courtroom is smaller than expected. The judge reads the charges. You stare straight ahead. Years ago, $40 changed everything. Now millions cannot save you. Your sentence is read aloud. You barely react. The handcuffs close around your wrists. The sound is strangely familiar. For years, you thought power meant control. You were wrong. Power meant having more to lose. And every level took something from you. Your freedom, your sleep, your friendships, your family. Eventually, your identity. The kid who wanted groceries is gone. The lookout is gone. The runner is gone. The dealer is gone. The boss is gone. Only the prisoner remains. And the worst part is simple. You were never actually moving upward. You were only moving deeper. If you enjoyed this progression, subscribe to the channel. Leave a like if you want more. And comment the next progression below. Maybe every level of a cartel, maybe every level of a hacker, maybe every level of a billionaire. Your idea could become the next video, because every rank tells a different story, and every promotion has a hidden price. If you want another journey, watch Your Life at Every Rank in Ancient Egypt. That story climbs from the quarry all the way to the throne, from powerless worker to divine pharaoh. The higher you climb, the more complicated life becomes. So subscribe before you leave, and I'll see you in the next progression.